Hello everybody, Brad Pointer here, and I just got off of my roof where they had this. We got 14 square of shingles, and there's 3 bundles in a square, so you can do the math there because I am not going to do it. I'll just tell you that right now. But I'm wore out, and let me tell you something. I have a fear of heights. It's something that I'm a little ashamed of, especially since my buddy who's helping me with the roof is, he's up there walking around like a billy goat on the side of a mountain. And I was proud of myself because I did not just crawl around. I got up, stood up, walked, and I also, whenever they deliver shingles, if you've never had shingles delivered to your house, or you've never been there when they were, these old boys have a truck with a conveyor belt on it. And what they do is you and, whatever the construction crew, which in this case was me and my buddy, they get up on the roof, the scary spot, and then they have this conveyor belt, and they put these bundles of shingles, which are, my buddy said they're 90 pounds. Now, I don't know if they're 90 pounds a piece or not. They were heavy, but yeah. So anyway, a 50-pound bag of dog food felt heavier, but that may just be the awkwardness of it, because these aren't very awkward. They're just a big square. They're coming off of there sideways. And so you just kind of hold your arms out and cradle them like little babies as they fall into your arms. Well, we did it. And I got up there and I was shaking and scared. And luckily the guys were late because my buddy's like, well, let's just sit down up here and kind of get you used to it for a minute. And so I sat up there and I smoked a cigarette. I ain't even gonna lie. I sat up there and smoked a cigarette and contemplated the decisions I had made with my life that had put me on top of a roof. But I wasn't going to do it. I bought a ladder, so there was no way I'm going to spend $100 on a ladder and then not ever climb up on top of my house. You know what I'm saying? So I got up there and we got the shingles all, stacked up, and they're coming off that conveyor belt, and I'm up there on that roof. And they come off the end of it, and I'm like, ugh, grab it, carry it over, and up the slope of the thing, and we're laying them along the peak of the house. Blue, 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 and they're just coming fast and furious. So as soon as I get one, boy, my heart is just racing, and my breathing's like, but I was doing it. I did it. I'm getting old. I'm 44 years old, y'all. I'm getting to the point where, I've had a desk job for 20 plus years, so I'm not exactly a paragon of fitness, if you know what I mean. Other than that, what's that meme? Fitting this whole pizza in my mouth. That's the kind of fitness I'm into. But yeah, so we did that, and that's done. And so now I'm going to work because I'm late. But I sent him an email and told him, hey, I'm going to be late this morning because they're delivering my shingles. And so that's the end of that story. I don't know if it had anything, but they're up there now. And so now I asked my buddy, I'm like, do I have to get up here again? He goes, well, if you want to, you can help me do shingle stuff. And I was like, okay. But my wife is awesome. I don't know if I've told you all that before, but my wife is an awesome little gal, and heights and that kind of stuff is not her thing that she's irrational about. That's my thing that I am irrational about. But because I was going to sweep the roof off because all the stuff, I tried to get up there and I couldn't even get off the ladder. Of course, it's a different ladder. Now I've got a real ladder that's actually meant to climb up on roofs with. It's not just a folding ladder. So anyway, she got up there and was just like, oh, sweep, sweep, sweep. I mean, and in 20 minutes on top of the roof, and she had it all swept, all those leaves swept out of the valleys and stuff. And it was just like it was no big deal. And I'm sitting down there like, you know, having heart palpitations for her, you know. But anyway, we got that done. And I may send her up for the shingle running back and forth, like as he's doing stuff. She can get up there and run shingles, and I can stay on the ground and supervise from afar. But I'm proud of myself because I did actually do it. I got up on the roof. I did pretty serious manual labor. It's nothing that you know, anybody who does it every day, they'd be like, wuss, damn Skippy. I am a wuss. I am worthless and weak when it comes to that thing. But if your computer breaks, my goodness, you don't want to call nobody else. So anyway, other news, my game, Battlespace, they broke it again. They broke it yesterday after they fixed it. It was all fixed for a little bit, and everybody was like, yay! And then all of a sudden it kicked everybody out, and nobody could get back in the game, and everybody was upset. And understandably so. And so it went that way until this morning. And this morning when I woke up, while I was waiting on the shingles to get there, I logged in and I was like, hey, I'm able to get on. And they were like, oh, don't do anything, Brad. It's not registering anything that you do. So you click the button, you can send people out on sorties, you can do your thing, but they'll never come back, or at least it'll show that they're not back, even though they've made the round trip. Excuse me. They're not able to get back home, and all kinds of other stuff. You know, quests when you complete them that they say completed, they turn in, but you don't get the reward for them. That kind of stuff. So I was like, okay. So right before the shingle people showed up and said, hey, it's fixed. So I got in, did some stuff. Shingle people showed up. My buddy showed up. We got up on top of the roof. My buddy showed up. We got up on top of the roof. Then the shingle truck showed up. Anyway, order of operations doesn't matter. So anyway, I get back, and now it's kicked everybody out again, and nobody can get on. And it's like, oh, hey, now there's just a big black screen of death. And so this new season so far, I'm hoping that it did that to everybody, because this is a game where it's kind of a race. You know, get your stuff upgraded as quickly as you can, get down into the clouds as quickly as you can, get your ships, get everything rolling. And so if there are people that are still able to do stuff, they're going to be so far ahead of us people that weren't able to do stuff. And I was already behind because of that first bug that I was telling y'all about yesterday. So anyway, it's just a big mess. The other news, and this is actually relevant to the channel, 5 Guardians of David. I recorded 2 episodes last night, and when I started editing the first one to get it uploaded and, you know, get it scheduled and all that stuff, the recording about halfway through, so about 12 minutes in, it went and froze at a single frame, and that was the rest of the video. The sound and my talking was all there, but the video was a single frame, and it wasn't even like a noteworthy frame, you know, something that I could, you know, kind of justify. It was just a stupid single frame. The frame would change like every couple of minutes, but it was, you know, it would just and there's that frame, and that frame is 2 minutes of video, and then burnt, and then a new frame, and that frame's 2 minutes of video. So what I did was I took it to the point where it freaked out, and I chopped the rest of the episode off. Luckily, it was right after one of their little comic things that I didn't really like anyway. So the comic started, and I just cut it off and put a little note on the end of the video. But that is the end of the series. I'm not going to go back and do those two. That's another hour of recording and another, then trying to figure out picking it up where I left off and all that kind of jazz. And to be honest, I was enjoying the game, but it wasn't really providing me with a lot of awesome Let's Play moments, or even a few, I mean, there are some games where, the best thing about that whole game was Nobles. And I'm not even gonna lie, the fact that they named a chick Ariella, and then somehow in my mind that became Areola, and that is nipples. And so when I decided, all this happened while I was playing, and so I don't know where it came from, but I was like, you might as well have named her Nobles. And I think that's some of my finest work. just to not to put too fine a point on it. Hey, Tommy, oh, you bastard. Tommy didn't even wave at me. That's okay. He's my cousin. I'll cut him some slack. He looks like he's confused and busy. So anyway, oh, there's my light. So anyway, 5 Guardians of David is done. If anybody watches this, you can make a suggestion for what game I need to play next. I'm going to go on to the Indie Dev subreddit today and see if there's anybody out there wanting Let's Players to do their videos. Go to the Let's Play subreddit, see if there's anybody out there wanting Let's Players to play their game. If not, I might do This War of Mine, or I might do the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition that I have. Those are 2 games that I already own, and I didn't really dig too deep into This War of Mine, so there are some things that I could probably do and have a good time with, and it would all be cool and groovy. But anyway, I'm at work now, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I apologize for the problems that we're having with 5 Guardians. It's done. No more problems now. So, if you like this video, then like it, and I will catch you on the spatula side. Peace.